Okay, settle down, ladies and bantlemen. Time to jump off the bandwagon. Whoa, Nellies and Nigels. Okay. It's been an amazing quarter. We've had some chunderingly hard work from all the Legend Squad, particularly in the fiefdom of a Canterbury. Really solid work, lads and ladettes. In fact, I'm hearing from the Wanker Squad in upper management that before we know it, it'll be Crowley time.
Hello, and welcome to Crowley Time with me, Tom Crowley. With me, Tom Crowley. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder, but then they also say that a penny saved is a penny earned, which is simply mathematical nonsense. If you earn a penny, then don't spend it, you still only have 1 penny. No more pennies have been earned. And one has to ask, what churlish employer would only pay in increments of 1 penny? A more accurate saying might be, London living wage is valued at £10.55 per hour, so if you work for an hour, you should be paid that amount, and then, if you don't spend it, you will still have that amount of money. Less catchy, admittedly, but undeniably correct. Let's think about honesty, accuracy, and the value of a penny as we venture forth into this rich seam of an episode. And speaking of pennies, make sure to listen right to the end for information on how you can support this program and when you can see Tom Crowley live! You'll be glad you did. Sundays on BBC One. The new drama from the creator of Dark Fire and Blood Cull. A thriller of gripping intensity and uncompromising naturalism.
What?
Not for the faint of heart.
Oh, right, I just can't go around the exit wound. Hey, one sec bastard. Right, and then I want to scoop up the bits.
A detective gripped by madness.
Chief, are you okay?
Tracking one demon while battling his own.
Look, Chief, it's a 3 of clubs. That's his calling card. The monster?
Well, the real monster is here all along.
No, Chief, it's the murderer. He's the real monster. He's the one killing all those people.
There's also a terrorism bit in it, so look forward to feeling awkward about the programme's depiction of Muslims.
Where's the bomb?
I will never tell you. Allah will have his revenge on you westernized dogs.
Chief, that seems out of order to me. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Then feel reassured when one of the coppers is Asian. Hello, I'm Detective Khan.
Phew. Got away with that one.
Thank Christ.
Prepare for a powerful lull around episode 5 of 7.
Chief, we think it was probably this guy. Shall we go arrest him? Chief? I know you have to get ready for your piano recital, but the clock's really ticking on this one. Chief?
And then we'll probably kill one of the leads at the end of the episode to keep it interesting.
Chief? I got your croissant. Oh!
Blimey.
Duty of Honour. You'll watch all 7 hours, and you won't really know why.
You said it, Chief! Oh!
Hello, this is Crowley Time with me, Tom Crowley with me, Tom Crowley. We can't take your call at the moment. Please leave your message after the tone. Hello? Is this the number to ring about the free Lilo? Free Lilo? Traced back to an incident in the smoking rooms of the House of Commons. The minister could not be reached for delousing. And now, grit your teeth and tether your knees together to prevent knocking as we bring you another edition of Drama Parlour. Hello, I'm Sir Chantley Buffingham, and welcome to my drama parlor. Tonight we present the first chapter in a very chilling tale. A tale to put hairs on your chest and spark a strange tingling sensation in your perineum. Tonight's story is The Grasping of Martelbank Manor by Angela Keyfob. Draw close, listener, if you scare. Chapter 1. Roger Prendergast threw the dangle end of his scarf rakishly over his shoulder, throwing from left to right. As in, the dangling end of the scarf was hanging down over his left shoulder, and he took it in his right hand and threw it across his right shoulder, with his neck acting as the axis. He then jiggled up and down a bit, returned his penis to its pouch, zipped up his flies, and flushed the creaking old toilet. On re-entering the Grand Manor's hall, Roger nodded to the creaking old butler, who was waiting patiently for him, gripping an empty tray for no reason. "My apologies for the delay, Chantry," said Roger. "Now hang on a tick, I didn't wash my hands." Roger then returned to the cracked old bathroom and washed his hands, because you absolutely do have to do that after you've been to the toilet, even if it's just a wee. "The Lord will see you now," said Chantry, the butler, still keeping his tray perfectly level, even though there was nothing on it that might have fallen off. Curious, thought Roger, before immediately forgetting entirely about it. Lord Martelbank's study was oak-panelled and smelled strongly of pipe smoke. The smell reminded Roger of his late grandfather, who never retired for the night before his evening smoke by the fireside. Roger had no strong feelings about his late grandfather, so this recollection brought with it no particular significance. "Bastards!" came a cry from the ornate leather office chair across the desk, whose back was at this point turned to Roger. "Bloody shit bastards!" "Lord Martelbank," Roger announced himself. "Were you talking about me just then, or did you just happen to be saying that when I walked in?" The chair swivelled around to reveal the red forehead and assorted other features of the Lord of the Manor. "Ah, Prendergast," said Martelbank. "Glad you could make it. It's these bastards, these bloody bastards." Martelbank refilled his still-smoking pipe with trembling fingers. The shredded tobacco leaves escaped his jangling hands in their droves, carpeting Martelbank's desk like smelly brown snow. "If I may ask, Lord Martelbank," ventured Roger, "which bastards?" Martelbank's forehead reddened yet further as he exclaimed, "Ghost, Roger! An absolute bloody basket-load of the shits!" Roger's eyebrow cocked slightly, but only slightly. After all, what other reason could Lord Martelbank have had for summoning him, the lead investigator of the Mayfair Paranormal and Psycho-Supernatural Research Consortium, no convenient acronym, here? "Of course, Lord Martelbank," said Roger. "Why else would you summon me, lead investigator of the Mayfair Paranormal and Psycho-Supernatural Research Consortium, here?" "Why, indeed," gibbered Martelbank, tugging on his left nipple anxiously. "Dear God, I hope you can help." Roger withdrew his notebook, realized he had forgotten his pencil, and began to pretend to write using a small length of pipe cleaner he'd hastily dug out of his pocket. "What is the nature of these visitations?" he inquired, his brow furrowed in handsome concern. "Sex, Prendergast!" bellowed Martelbank. "Up at all hours of the night, in every room of the house, in all conceivable combinations and positions, having sex!" Roger's eyebrow cocked again, to a more extreme angle this time. This case had just become interesting. End of chapter. What shall become of the enanxietied Lord Martelbank? What mysteries will Roger Prendergast uncover in his quest? And is it possible for a man to go 69 on a ghost? As it turns out, yes. Join me in the drama parlor next time to hear another perineum-tingling chapter, dear listener. Join me at your perineum.
It's a bright, warm spring day here in Angola, and a small crew and I have ventured deep into the region's rainforest. This beautiful canopy is under constant threat of destruction due to the international demand for tropical timber. Thankfully for the moment, entire acres of this dense forest are untouched. It is here that my crew and I have ventured in our quest to track down the most elusive quarry of all. It is here that we believe we may be able to find the new Fleabag. The BBC's semi-autobiographical comedy drama series has met with unprecedented response from critics and audiences alike. The programme's dry wit and striking honesty in sexual and emotional matters alike has made a star of its creator and lead actor, Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and garnered the programme multiple awards and accolades around the world, including the 2017 BAFTA for Best Female Performance in a Comedy Programme. The programme's sudden end, at the close of its second season, has left television producers and commissioners reeling. What new production could hope to inspire that same level of excitement? It is this that we hope to discover. After several days, we encounter a rare sight: a mother gorilla nursing her baby. The western lowland gorilla is critically endangered, and the sight of this healthy pair, safe and secluded in the greenery, was enough to bring tears to the eyes of many of us. The young infant was blissfully unaware of our presence, suckling at its mother's breast, and the mother, while wary of our presence, sat peacefully, allowing us to observe this all-too-rare moment of harmony. The scene was more than compelling, and the mother gorilla did look into our camera at one point, but it was sadly lacking in the acerbic wit that made Waller-Bridge's scripts such an instant hit with the viewers. Our search continued. Over the next 2 weeks, we discovered many examples of rare fauna, including one species of millipede which had been believed extinct for centuries. We even caught 2 okapis in the middle of mating, although unfortunately neither of them had anything particularly insightful or barbed to say about the encounter afterwards. It was on the 27th day of our search that we came across our most promising lead so far.
2 types of relationship: the type you regret afterwards and the type you regret during. Well, in the case of Simon, I'd finally found both at once. We met at a mate's party.
A young woman, Angie,
films,
25 years old, from Finsbury Park in London, performing an autobiographical monologue about her experiences of work and romance in the big city. The show was bound for the Edinburgh Festival Fringe that August, and boasted sparky dialogue and a captivating solo performance with a keen understanding of how to engage an audience. It appeared to have all the ingredients we needed to discover a worthy follow-up to Fleabag. We consulted the television commissioner who had accompanied us on our journey. He was intrigued, but on reflection he said that perhaps this was too similar to Fleabag, and anyway he was fairly sure he already had something similar in development.
Fuck's sake.
We bade Angie a fond farewell and continued deeper into the ever-thickening forest. Our resolve was unshaken. If the new Fleabag was to be found anywhere on this earth, we would find it. And we'd find it before Channel Bloody 4 as well. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Appalling. Rancid. Yes.
Hello.
All right.
I've brought in some donations.
Great.
There you go.
All right, thank you.
Some good stuff in there.
Yes, I'm sure.
Aren't you going to have a look?
No, I'm sure it's fine.
Well, it's more than fine. It's some really nice clothes in there.
The manager usually checks the bags.
Well, is he around?
She.
She? Sorry? Is she around?
No. right, well, maybe I'll just show you. I'm not supposed to interfere with the donations before the manager goes through them. No, it's fine, I'll do it. There's really no need, sir. Okay, but there's some really nice jeans in there and... I'm sure the donations are completely adequate, sir. Adequate? These are M&S, collection, not the bog-standard basic one. Check out Cara Delevingne over here. What was that? Nothing, sir, thank you. There's a really nice jacket in there, too. Then why are you bringing it in here? It's a bit worn. There's just a little bit of wear on the elbow. Where? Okay, a hole. There's a hole in the elbow. Wow, great. Thanks. Look, otherwise, it's a perfectly good, functional piece of... Sir, what exactly do you want me to say here? Well, thank you would be nice. All right, thank you again for the third time. Well, not like that, but... Look, I didn't have to bring these in here. No, you could have taken them to the dump or a homeless shelter or something, but you couldn't be bothered, could you? What? You can't... Look, there they are, okay? There they are. You sell these, cancer gets some money. Mental illness gets some money, and the cycle continues, okay? So I'm just looking for a whisper of gratitude for doing my part, right? Because this isn't just a load of, like, curry-stained jogging bottoms, right? There are proper sweaters in there, okay? Aran sweaters. How soon can you get these on display? Because I am telling you, mate, the second you do, they will fly off. To be entirely honest with you, sir, we've had a bit of a glut of donations recently, and if the manager can't get through them all quick enough, we'll probably just chuck them in the skip out the back. What the fuck did you just say? Please don't swear in the shop, sir. In the skip out... Don't you understand? These are my possessions. I'm donating them to you. In good faith. Oh, we're receiving your donations in good faith, sir. Straight into the bin. You... Right, I'm taking them back. You can't do that, sir. What? They're my things. Legally speaking, sir, as soon as you relinquish control of the bag to us, the clothes become our legal property. But you just said you were going to put them in the bin. Where they will become the bin's legal property. Right. No, this is not happening. This is not happening. Sir, stop. Please stop that. What you're doing is theft. Until you've learnt your lesson, I am going to wear every single item in this bag. So you're making a scene. You're chuffing right I am. There. I'm wearing bloody everything. All of it. This is me. This is all me. Yes, sir. Look at me. I'm looking at you. Right. Now, tell me I'm a good person. You're a good person. Yes! That's right! I am a good person! I am a good person! Don't you bloody forget it! I'm a good person! 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 Same every time.
Mr. Crowley, did you leave your tortoise in the disabled parking bay outside Neasden Tesco? If so, please claim it in the next 20 minutes or we're going to have it destroyed in a controlled detonation. Thank you.
Here, in the heart of rural Somerset, in the warm glow of a brilliant evening, hearing the birds singing merrily in the trees, you could be forgiven for thinking that nothing here has changed in hundreds of years.
My family's worked this land for many generations now, through thick and thin. We survived, but I don't think we've ever faced times as lean as this.
So your family has always worked
as Joshards. Yes, we've been Joshards as far back as anyone can remember, really.
This is William Flirty. He currently oversees a flock of 300 head of Josh Widdicombe's. A British tradition, the farming of Josh Widdicombe's is a noble and multifaceted trade.
There's panel shows, obviously. That's our main stock in trade. There's some who say there's too many panel shows on telly these days, but I don't know about all that. I just says, if you need a Josh Widdicombe for your panel show, we got 'em.
But there are only so many panel shows with only so many episodes. So for Joshards like William, other streams of revenue are crucial.
Well, there's the obvious things like the wool trade. Lovely fluffy curly hair on a Josh. You get a bit leery around this time, shearing season, but there's no harm to him, no harm. You can see my daughter May there is tending to one now. Is he alright, is he, May?
He's fine, Dad, yeah.
Oh God, it's the worst barber I've ever had. Oh dear. see that? Nice and thick. You can get a lovely sweater out of that. Of course, there's also some demand for Josh meat. That's not our primary source of income, but over the years we've supplied most of Britain's supermarket chains with Joshes. You got Josh steaks, Josh mince, Josh chops. If the label says made in Britain, most likely your Josh come from us.
But recently the Josh trade has been under threat from the looming spectre of Brexit and fears over Britain's removal from various profitable EU trade deals and its customs union.
Things is going just fine before June 2016. We'd even recently just bought in an extra 50 head of Josh, but then with the instability everyone gets nervous. New buyers don't want to risk an investment that might be closed off due to your unforeseen circumstances. They was going to franchise 8 out of 10 cats to France 2. We was teaching some of our Josh's French for the occasion.
Sacre bleu, mon Dieu. Oh,
Pick up some international business. But it weren't just Europe. We had one of our Joshes was up for a secondary role in one of those Judd Apatow films, a funny British sidekick sort of thing. But they got spooked, backed out, didn't even get a look at the contract. And I've heard you get silly money for that stuff.
So you'd say there's been a very palpable impact from the outcome of the referendum?
Oh, certainly, it's been devastating. We're scraping by on Catstud's countdown and last leg, but if things carry on like this, we won't see out the next 2 years. It's a bloody shame.
And did you vote to leave yourself?
Oh yeah, obviously. I mean, look at me.
Yes. So unless new trading regulations and routes are settled on, and fast, Joshards like William face some very difficult decisions.
Come by, Wolfie! Come by! Come by! Obviously it's heartbreaking every time you lose a Josh, but desperate times call for desperate measures, you know. We can't afford to look after them properly, they get weak, and if they get weak they're liable to get sick. And one sick Josh in the herd, well, if we come down with Josh blight, we're sunk. Guaranteed.
So you have to thin out the crowd yourself, so to speak?
Yes, when it comes to that. Humane as possible, obviously.
What method do you use?
Oh well, round here we use a bolt gun, you know, like Javier Bardem used in No Country for Old Men.
It's on this grim note that we leave Flirty's Josh Widdicombe farm. As British farmers face falling profits and struggle to retain the business of cynical produce distribution companies, it's hard to see what future there is for this venerable British trade.
What's the price of popcorn these days? I've joined a gym recently. If I have to go into my bank branch one more time, pyramid tea bags, hotels.
And there we have it. Have you thought about earning? About saving? Saving time? Saving lives? Saving face? If you've saved nothing else by listening to this program, at the very least, you've saved my life. No, literally. If this pod bus goes under 100 downloads per episode, I will explode. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you! And if you've been wishing you could do more to help this program continue, to grow, to surge, to swell, then I'm delighted to announce that the opportunity has arrived. For just $2 American per episode, you can become a supporter of this vibrating air and of me, Tom Crowley. Go to patreon.com/CrowleyTime for information on how to donate, why to donate, and what goodies you'll receive in return. That's patreon.com/CrowleyTime. And if you'd like to experience Tom Crowley in all 3 dimensions, 4 if you include time, then Tom Crowley is performing his comedy hour Tom Crowley's Mass at 2 North Down in London on Sunday the 16th of June 2019, in a double bill with Len Blanco firing blanks. That's 2 hours of comedy for the price of 1. He's also taking Mass to Buxton Fringe in Derbyshire this summer on Friday the 19th and Saturday the 20th of July 2019. For tickets and more information on all these dates, go to crowleytom.com/live. But enough about money, its value, its stranglehold on all our lives. This podcast, at least, will always remain free to all, to provide a sonic oasis in the maelstrom of living. The next episode will be released when Benedict Cumberbatch next has an ungenerous thought about a member of his family. So make sure to subscribe, so you'll be alerted at the precise moment that happens. Everything you've just heard was made by me, Tom Crowley. Special thanks to Gemma Arrowsmith. If you haven't already, check out her excellent new podcast, No Planet B with Gemma Arrowsmith. If you've enjoyed my offerings, please give this show a nice review on iTunes, Stitcher, or your podcast harvester of choice. Please submit all praise, questions, or complaints to @atomcrowley on Twitter. To help me save up for a new pair of undercrackers, go to patreon.com/crowleytime and become a supporter today. And remember, a penny saved is a penny that still totals 1 penny, unless you put it in a high-interest savings account and wait several years.
You did plugs. You did plugs without Plugbot.
Plugbot. Look, last time I had you involved in the plugs process, you made me feel very uncomfortable.
Plugbot lives for plugs.
Look, this is supposed to be a safe, comfortable working environment.
Give Plugbot plugs.
Plugbot, just stay back, all right?
Put it into my slot.
Plugbot, no!
Put it into my slot.